Hey, you guys, Desmond is here.
And Creature.
And welcome back to the channel. And today, we are here to discuss Drag Race España, Season 4. We had us a good old Rusco, honey. But before we get into it, gonna remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. So close! We would love to reach it as soon as possible. To help us achieve that, we need you to subscribe. Comment, share with your friends, your family, your cousins, your mama and them, all of them. And send them our way. Okay? All right. So, Miss Creasha, what did we think of this episode of Drag Race España?
This was a pretty decent
I agree.
episode.
Honestly, I know we're going to talk about the musical here in a minute, but that was a really good musical.
It
There was
was.
only one queen I knew for sure was in the bottom. It was a toss up from there because everyone was doing so well. And even the one queen that didn't do well, I just really think it was that part more than her.
Mm-hmm. You know what though? Like I was surprised by some of the judging, and maybe like I just
Mm-hmm.
didn't see what everybody else saw because there was a queen that was like at the bottom that I was like, no, I thought they did really
I
good.
thought they did fine. If anything, they were safe. I know who you're talking about. Like, she didn't lip sync, but she was close to doing it.
And I was just like, wait, I'm confused. I thought they did excellent.
I thought they did great. But let's go ahead and get into it. So we start off the episode after Miss Crystal was eliminated. They come in, they read her message. Um, Miss Angelita here.
So sick of this attitude. This is like 3 seasons and 4 different shows. We've gotten the same little pissy attitude. Like, oh my
Girl.
god, I'm so safe. I don't understand.
Girl, girl,
Why am
girl.
I safe?
It's been a minute since a contestant really got under my skin like this. So I'm
She gets
like,
on my nerves.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, okay, we got us a true person, like annoying villain. I wouldn't call her a villain, but you know, she's that
No,
uh,
but she's
that
just like
that bitter Betty,
wants to be the protagonist so bad.
and then gets mad because she's not.
And then when she is like, oh my god, I'm the victim. There was a lot of pick me behavior in this
And when she
episode from
stepped
that she played
away
through.
to go get out of drag, I'm like, okay. And she was like, no, no, y'all stay, y'all keep talking. I'm like, okay, cool. I get it. You need a moment. But then you interject yourself right back into the conversation. Ma'am, you said you were done talking.
That
Get
part.
out of drag. Let us continue talking.
That part.
But let's move onward. They congratulate Mariana for getting her win. And then we go
Hmm.
into the next day in the workroom. They talked about Angelina being in the bottom two. And I will have to give Angelina her props, baby. She performs. So whoever is going to knock her out, or maybe she'll make it to the finale. We never know. But whoever knocks her out is going to have to be a hit, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the alarm goes off. We get our room mail from Supreme. Supreme walks into the workroom and announces that this week they will be having a maxi challenge. It's Truzico Eternas. Yeah, we didn't really get no mini challenge, and that's okay because they give us so many. I will let
Right.
this one slide. You know, they got a rule school they got to get to, and it was a long one. So
Yeah.
I get it. So they have to pick the roles themselves.
Yep.
And for the most part, you know, there was no really. I know Maggie and Angelita wanted the same role, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody voted. You know, it was no like we've seen in previous seasons where they're really arguing down over what role they want.
Right. Or having little mini sing offs.
Yeah. Oh, when Supreme suggested audition, I'm like, please, y'all do not audition. I'd rather y'all vote. Even then, I was kind of like, I'm kind of iffy about other people voting for me. I'm like, no, because you got the part you wanted. So why do I have to rely on you for me to get the part that I want?
Facts.
And I'm not going to audition for you. Now, if this was RuPaul and we're auditioning for RuPaul and RuPaul does the casting, because you remember, was it season one or season two? Supreme had them all
Mm-hmm.
audition and then she assigned the roles accordingly.
Uh-huh.
I believe it was season two.
Mm.
I wouldn't have been mad if they did that again.
Mm.
But anyway, so they assigned their roles, and we went straight to the main stage.
Straight.
So up first, we have our hostess with the mostest. We have Supreme Deluxe. What did you think of Supreme this weekend? Your score?
Love the dress. Hate the wig.
Mm-hmm.
This gets a B plus for me.
This gets an A plus for me. I love every bit of this. Supreme, we've missed. Where has this been, Supreme? Because these runways this season.
Girl.
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 Girl. So this is a nice step forward, okay? I love the color combination. Orange and blue just goes so well together, in my opinion.
Doesn't it?
It does. It does.
It does, considering they're your favorite color and my favorite color.
But I feel the same way with orange and blue, and I also feel the same way about orange and green. And the green I'm talking about is like that forest green. Mm-hmm. For some reason, orange and those two colors just, it works.
Yeah, but you know what color combination I like that I did not expect to like?
Ooh, what's that?
Orange and purple.
Oh, I don't think I've seen too many orange and purples. I'll have to...
Look, when I was at the old school before they decided that they didn't want to open us up this year, when I was at the old school, I was trying to find a new classroom theme besides just color everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I came across like purple and orange, and I was like, purple and orange? And it really would have like...
I might do that as my tree decorations this year because I've been holding off on buying decorations because I don't know what colors I want to do. I might do me right there.
Purple and orange.
Purple rain, purple rain. All right. So, Supreme, you look amazing. This week we are joined by Javier Ambrosi and Alaking, Javier Cavo, and our extra special guest judge, Melody. Side note, love you, Melody. Like the extra special guest judges they've been having here lately across all the franchises.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. No more. We haven't seen too many duds here lately.
You gotta get somebody to fix that U part wig for you though.
So it's now time for Eternas, the musical.
I like the little playbills.
Up first, we had Mariana Stars. Again, I thought she did great.
Yeah, she did.
I was really confused by her placement in the challenge this week, in the judges' critiques. I'm like, she's in the whole thing. And to me, she carried it very well. Very well.
She really did.
Honestly. Then we had Meggie J-Lo. Baby ate that up. Ate that up.
Upside down, sideways.
It was so good. They've been sleeping on Meggie this season. Like
they really have.
Like in my opinion, Meggie should have a few more top placements. No wins, but a few more top placements since her win. And like I'm so glad she got a few flowers this week. Got a few flowers. Right. I liked it that.
I think what keeps her from winning is her lack of editing, her looks, because that's the notes they keep giving her.
Yeah.
Apparently,
sometimes I agree with the note, and sometimes I don't. But in this case, yeah, just
it was like one or the other. Don't double fist it all the time. But other than that, like they're really, really talented, and I think that they're sleeping on them just because they're like, you probably just got in here because you used to be part of the pit crew. Like, we'll carry you as far as we possibly can, and then we'll let you go.
I hope Maggie makes the finale.
I hope she does too, because I'm actually quite a fan.
So up next we had Le Coco and also Vampirasian. Both of these queens did such a great job. Especially Vampy.
I didn't realize who they were for a minute.
Especially Vampy. Like, Vampy came through. And, like, I agree with her win this week. Like, Vampy came through. And to shine when a whole bunch of queens are shining at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
That is talent. And I was kind of sad that Lake Coco was safe this week because like she did a really good job.
Mm.
And I'm like, baby, you didn't have to send that girl backstage by herself. You could have kept one more queen
Yeah.
up there.
Right? It wouldn't have made it any different.
It would have taken 10 extra minutes to do some critiques on her. I imagine that's probably like 30 or so minutes, however long for them. But I'm like, you could have kept it. This was such a great musical. Because, like, in my opinion, there's only one bomb, and we'll get. Well, she didn't bomb. We'll get to it here in a second. Up next is Angelita. Listen, I give credit where credit is due.
Mm-hmm.
And Angelita ate this up. Ate this all the way up. And her little dance that she did with the dancers in her house slippers. I was like, I am loving every second of this. See, I can get behind this Angelita. This right here,
Right?
I can get
That
behind this.
performance.
The
The
performer, Angelita,
Not the whiny baby.
baby, but the person who we've seen in the workroom,
Mm.
my God. Then we had both Lenina and Chloe Vatu. Chloe was the one for me that just really dropped the ball.
Right.
But like she wasn't bad. I just truly think it was the character.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have all of these more traditional singers that these other characters are inspired by, and then you have someone
Right.
more relevant, and it just seemed out of place.
Mm-hmm. The reverence wasn't there.
Yeah. And then Lenina, I thought she did perfectly fine. I was a little
She did good too, and
I was confused. I
with their
was.
critiques. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Now the only thing I will say is, do I think Lenina was better than anybody else? No. That was the only reason I was okay with her in that second bottom placement. Because I'm like, I wouldn't switch her out for anybody else. She did great. But her critiques made it just sound like she was boo-boo garbage.
The horrible.
But I'm like, no, she did great. It's just, unfortunately, there was only one person who did bad.
Right.
So somebody got to be there with her. We're not going to do a top two. Because if they would have done a top two for this week, I would have believed it. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't have questioned it one bit. I'm like, yeah, top two this week. Might as well. Hell, nobody went home. Might as well. Should have made it top two. Should have made it. But hey, it is what it is. So that was our musical. And like I said, this was so entertaining. Even though the songs didn't translate for us, I was still entertained. I'm glad the rest was because I was worried the whole thing was not going to be translated. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. But it was only when they sung. I'm like, okay, that's fine. World of Wonder, whoever's in charge of the subtitles, tell them to do better. But one of my favorite musicals of the year, I will say. This was really good. Really good.
You
And
just need like a compilation, all the musicals of 2024.
ooh, I could probably make it now. Probably just for us to see, but I'm not sure if I could post it anywhere. But I can make a
Well-
compilation of all the musicals for this year.
That would be great, and then that way we could accurately go back and be like, okay, yeah, that one was good. No, that one was better. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this.
I love Anna Locking's little outfit. Not a big fan of the hair. Big fan of the dress. The
but
hair just was not doing it for me this week on anybody.
yeah, the hair. I love the Supreme's hair. I
don't
love
like
Anna's
Supreme's
hair. I love Anna's
I don't
hair.
know if it's the hair or the makeup, but one of them is just not doing it for me on Supreme.
From Supreme? Because you're a hater. Yeah,
Whatever.
I said it. He's a hater. Oh my goodness. But the category is, I believe, festival?
Yes.
Yes, it was
At the fair.
Yeah, at the fair, at the festival, at the state fair. It's a grand night for singing. You have to be a really old person or someone who grew up with a granny who loved old musicals.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was from State Fair, Roger and Hammerstein. Am I saying that?
Rogers and Hammerstein.
Hammerstein's State Fair.
Yes. I know
50,
nothing of State Fair. I know
53, if I'm not
Carousel.
mistaken, the year it came out. Now, there was an 80s remake, but it ain't good.
I'm like, I know Carousel. Carousel is the one I know.
I know Cinderella. I know State Fair. And
I know
there's
Cinderella. I know Carousel. I know. I don't think Seven Brides or Seven Brothers is Rogers and
I
Hammerstein.
don't think so.
No,
I don't know. But
it
let's get
should
into
be.
these looks. Let's go on down to the fair, honey.
Okay.
First, we have Angelita.
Angelita la farsa.
I thought this was cute. Real
Mm-hmm.
cute. This gets a B plus for me.
That gets a B from me.
Up next is Mariana Stars. What did you think of
I love
Mariana?
this. This gets an A from me.
I agree with your A. This was just so fun. It was so cute. It was. I love the pants. I know they talked about the
That
pants.
part.
I love the pants.
I love the denim in the pants.
Yeah, like this was a good look. Like Mariana
Yeah.
looks beautiful.
Yes, the face card never declined.
Okay. Up next is Maggie J Lo. I thought this was cute. This was a literal interpretation. I'm okay with it.
Right.
I like this. This gets a B plus for me.
I agree with your B plus. I do agree with the judges that the little thingies around the legs probably could have went. But other than that,
Yeah. Yeah. Up next we have Chloe Vitu. What did you think of Chloe?
um, this gets
So
a C
sour
from me.
candy. It gets a what?
This gets a C from me.
C for you. I thought
Just like candy, he's so sweet. No, it ain't real cherry. No, it ain't real cherry. Anyways, keep moving.
I thought this was cute. Normally I like a look that's all one color, but I wish the wig was a different color. I don't know why. But this will
Yeah.
get a C for me. Thought it was cute. Up next is Lanina. This gets an A for me. I don't care what the judges say. I love this. I love every piece of this. I do. What did you think?
This gets a straight A for me.
I thought this was fantastic. Fantastic. Up next is Le Coco. What did you think of Le Coco?
She's got a churro on her head, which makes me want dessert. Um,
I might just do dessert for dinner.
I have like half of a lemon tart in the refrigerator and some ice cream in the freezer.
I'm going to say I have ice cream in the freezer. The end.
This is a B from me.
I give it a B plus. I really like this.
Yes,
Up next
I like
is
the transforming towel.
yes. Up next is Vampirasian.
This is an A plus. I don't care
Oh,
what you
A plus.
say. A plus.
A plus.
A
At
freaking
first I didn't even
plus.
recognize Vampy at first. I'm like, this is
I haven't
Vampy?
recognized Vampy this whole episode.
Like, come through. This is the episode to shine in, honey. This is the episode to shine in. Yes, ma'am.
The
Give me the
Kelly
ham
Green,
and the turkey.
the navy, like the Kelly Green and the purple.
Like, this just, it works for me.
You get a little hint of orange in there, we'd all be happy.
So, who's your favorite look this week?
And why was it Vampy?
And why was it Vampirasian? God.
Because you see, you didn't even get the words out of A. It was an A. It was an A. What you talking about? A.
A plus. To the moon.
What did
Baby.
she do? She did what? How do you say it? What's after 6, 7?
No. What's 4 plus 4?
A.
And that's exactly what she did. Exactly. So they tell Le Coco to go back. I'm like, y'all, girl, she could have stayed up there with y'all.
She could have went to the back of the stage.
Something. Sitting that girl back there by herself. She could have got critiques too because she did a great job, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we find out that the winner is Vampirasian.
Yes.
I
That's
agree.
not her everyday makeup, is it?
I do not think so.
I like that. I like when she just switched the makeup up.
But yeah, I thought I agree wholeheartedly that she won this week.
Yes.
Great job. Great job. She won 2,500 euros. Whoop whoop.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out that Chloe and Lanina is in the bottom. Now, Chloe, I agree wholeheartedly with. Lanina, there's nobody I would switch her out with. I do think she was the weakest out of everybody else, but she still did great.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not sure if they plan to do a double save here, but if they did plan to do a double save here, we should have just did a top two lip sync. Had Vampy go against Meggie or Angelita, somebody, and just go for the win. But that ain't how it happened. And they lip sync to a song by our special guest judge, Melody. So the 10 seconds go up, and the lucky queen did not use her little Supreme. So we have a lip sync. And I'm sorry, Lanina ate Chloe up.
All the way.
I'm like, oh, poor Chloe. Well, it was. I enjoyed you, sis. Like, that's how I felt watching this lip sync.
Like, oh.
Well, I enjoyed you, honey.
Nice having you there.
Yeah, like it was.
You reminded me a little bit of my favorite other little drag queen. Well, good.
And like Chloe, like it's not like Chloe was doing bad. It was just Lanina was like, bitch, I'm not going nowhere.
I'm not leaving.
I don't know what you thought this was, but I'm not going home. My only thing is, if you go back and watch this lip sync, when Chloe did her cartwheel, it looked like she was falling instead of landing back on her feet. But they did a sharp cut, and the next thing you know, she's on the floor, like, doing her next bit. I don't think she landed that cartwheel. But they're like, we have to justify this double save. Yeah, I think I would have just did a top two lip sync this week, honestly. Or, if you were going to do that, put Mariana, since for some reason y'all didn't like her either. Put her in the bottom. And I guarantee you, Mariana and Lanina would have turned it all the way out. And then we could have been like, double save. There we go. But we finished up our lip sync. The judges were living. I was living. They got their votes in. And Lanina and Chloe V2 get to stay in the competition. Yeah, they should have just put Mariana in here. I would hate for Mariana to be in the bottom, but I guarantee you she would have been a closer match to Lanina than Chloe was. But hey, it is what it is. They get to stay for another week.
Yeah.
So they danced the night away because nobody's dreams were crushed.
Hey.
And we find out that next week they'll be doing some infomercials, some advertisements. They have the brand sell themselves. So I'm excited. I love a good branding challenge. So I'm excited to see what the queens are going to give. But I have nothing else to give. Do you?
My love is all I have to give.
I started dancing to it in my head. Now tell the children where they can find you on the social medias.
You can find me at CASHAPP DesmondTanner on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SimplyDesmond. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.